Yeah, John. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to share with you a little about the Dhamma magic that ensued to bring this retreat forth for everyone. This was originally planned as a residential retreat here in California, which of course was impossible at this time. And right at the very end of April, a offer came from Ajahn to hold this retreat over Zoom, and a recommendation to speak with Chittasuba to give me a little information about what's required for a Zoom retreat. So that took several days to arrange that conversation, and at the end, I'd have to say I was a bit dejected because I learned that Zoom retreats have a lot of moving parts and there was not much time, and my technical know-how was pretty much none. But Chittasuba sent some emails, and before I knew it, Christine and Deanna and Carol appeared, which was a sign. And then my friend Susan recommended that I reach out to Kathy, of course, and she came in, and then we all, asked Jyotika if she would lend her support. So suddenly out of the Dhamma field, these bright, competent beings just appeared, and the retreat took on a life of its own. And I have just kind of reflected that due to the power of the intention and the goodwill and the parami and Ajahn, the power of Ajahns teachings, it all just came forth. So now is the time that we can pay our respects to Ajahn and express our gratitude for just the remarkable transmission of this precious Dhamma. So if you're comfortable, please turn on your camera. And Ajahn, you might want to go into gallery view at this time. And we can all bow 3 times together.
Yes. Thank you, Karen. And it's easy, wasn't it? Just have to take one step at a time and see what opens up. These things are always rather mysterious, and much of this is completely beyond me. And it seems to be there's more and more things are beyond me these days. I'm a person of the past, but I do know how to take a step, how to take a step and trust the intention and see what comes out. It's amazingly how mysteriously successful that can be, just taking that step. Because there's always a step in terms of certain where you put your step. and how you put it. How you put your step. It's not, this is going to be this way, it's going to be that way. It's just, we're going to open up. We're just going to open. That's the step. Whether you're meditating, whatever you're doing in your day, the first step is not, I'm going to get this done. The first step is I'm going to open up. And because if it's worth doing, you probably don't quite know how to do it yet. Second step is trust, good the right intention. It's going to be towards goodwill, generosity, sharing, supportive. These are always, you can trust those intentions. Right intentions made upon right view. One of the aspects is right view. We are in a causal field. Causal field means if you move into an area of other people, it's the most important area to dwell in. The right kind of people. So the people when you think of right intention, and then who comes to mind? Be with good people. This is the way it's always worked from the time of the Buddha onwards. When Lumpur Sumedho, Ajahn Sumedho, my teacher and benefactor, saved my life, spiritually speaking. He was had no particular intention to go to Britain, never been to Britain, no particular personal intention to go to Britain, just happened to land there, and just got invited. So he went to, it's possible, it's an invitation. So it's an invitation, it's from a good person. In terms of Dhamma, well, you can't really say no. You can say, I'll check it out. So, but you can't just say no. You can't close the door. You just, may fail, of course. May fail. Failure is quite normal, but the heart doesn't fail, and the openness doesn't fail. You say with that, conditions sometimes are disappointing, frustrating, but heart doesn't fail. The openness doesn't fail. It's got nothing to fail in. And then, he went back to, out of respect, to see his teacher, Ajahn Chah. And again, Ajahn Chah had never been to Britain, didn't speak English. Good people who invited you, that's what you do. So they're saying, well, people in Britain don't know anything about supporting Buddhist monks. How are we going to survive there? And he said, well, surely there are good people in Britain, aren't there? If there's good people, and you open your practice, you'll be okay. that was the that was the paperwork. That's the manual on how to start monasticism in Britain. Just trust good people and do your practice. Stay open, and meet the challenges that arise. And this is really, whatever you're doing in your life, this is the sign you look out for. The sign you look out for. Meet your edge, but get your resources together. Get your resources together. So what meditation is: gathering resources, building resources. That's great, essential, absolutely necessary. Cleaning your system, refreshing your system, gathering your resources. That's so important. But then always that sense of just, inching forward, inching open into things where you get a little bit uncertain. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's the here's the growth point. Here's the growth point. Yeah. If everybody's looking for an expert. And people have different talents, different faculties, but if there's a sense of most best thing to do is to form a group, a field, enter a field, then and spread it wide, and you're bound to get the range of skills that are supportive and needed. It becomes difficult when you feel you've got to do it on your own. And that be aware of the independence model. You've got to do it on your own, as if there's no other good people around. That's not the way. That's not the way. So I was rather disappointed not being able to fulfill my obligations, but I was invited. I'd made certain commitments, so I was never feel good about not being able to follow through on a commitment. So I'm personally pleased to have been able to to make some step towards responding to the openness and invitation that was offered, that was presented for me to share the Buddha's teachings in whatever way I can. So I feel comfortable and pleased that that's been able to fulfill that invitation, and I hope to be able to be in a communion with you at other times in the future. Let's take some time, pay our homage to the Triple Gem. Remember and some chanting. Chant the opening homage and Buddha's words of loving kindness. We'll sit quietly for a while, and then I'll invite an unmuting session. And those of faint heart, better brace yourselves. The Blessed One, the Lord who fully attained perfect enlightenment, to the teaching which he expounded so well, and to the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, to these the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, we render with offerings our rightful homage. It is well for us that the Blessed One, having attained liberation, still had compassion for later generations. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed one, I render homage to the Buddha, the blessed one. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dhamma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Now let us pay preliminary homage to the Buddha. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Homage to the blessed, noble, and perfectly enlightened one. Now let us chant the recollection of the Buddha. A good word of the Blessed One's reputation has spread as follows. He, the Blessed One, is indeed the pure one, the perfectly enlightened one. He is impeccable in conduct and understanding, the accomplished one, the knower of the worlds. He trains perfectly those who wish to be trained. He is teacher of gods and humans. He is awake and holy. Now let us chant the recollection of the Dhamma. The Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One, apparent here and now, timeless, encouraging investigation, leading inwards to be experienced individually by the wise. Now let us chant the recollection of the Sangha. They are the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, who have practiced directly, who have practiced insightfully, those who practice with integrity. That is the four pairs, the 8 kinds of noble beings. These are the Blessed One's disciples. Such ones are worthy of gifts, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, worthy of respect. They give occasion for incomparable goodness to arise in the world. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing, then the wise will later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease, whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any place. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another, even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child. So with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, free from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. By not holding to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. So opening the sense fields. Opening the karmic field, which is when you're connecting to in this shared experience. This is the present moment karma that we're in. And so it's opportunity to just open up to the sense. And some of you notice the address lists, and some of these people are like one person in that country. So that's and so great. If you're just one or two people in one country and there's nobody else, and you've been able to connect to this, that's really very satisfying. I hope that. So this is the flip side of this pandemic. You can always turn it from Dhamma. You can always turn a disadvantage into an advantage. So now's an opportunity for those who wish to unmute and also open the chat box. So if you'd like to say hello to each other, communicate, pass on greetings, now's the opportunity.